Good afternoon. My name is Mudhoni Monica. I'm a BSN RN, RH practitioner. Today I'm going to talk about cervical cancer. January being the month of cervical cancer awareness, I'm going to talk about this beautiful organ. This is the cervix. So cervical cancer is the cancer of this organ. A cervix is a very beautiful organ. It closed each and every one of us into our mother's wombs, close to 10 months. And when we were ready to come out, it opened and we came out. Cervical cancer is 99.7% caused by human papillomavirus. Human papillomavirus is a virus that is mostly sexually transmitted, and it is found in the genital areas, in the genital organs, around the vagina, around the anus. So it is spread through contact. It doesn't have to be sexually transmitted. So a woman being cozy with another woman can spread human papillomavirus to another woman, and a man can also spread human papillomavirus to another man. We have 170 subtypes of human papillomavirus, but only 16 of those are the ones that cause the cervical cancer, the vaginal cancer, the vulval cancer, the anal cancer, the oral cancer, and the cervical cancer. But among all these others, they are not as common as the cervical cancer. In the world, cervical cancer kills a woman in every 2 minutes. A woman dies because of cervical cancer. Back here in Kenya, 9 women die every day because of cervical cancer. Cervical cancer is the only cancer that is 100% preventable and curable if we catch it early. And it is the only cervical cancer that we know 99.7% we know the cause. So why should 9 women die every day in this country? Or why should a woman die every 2 minutes in this world because of a cancer that is 100% preventable? We have a vaccine against the HPV virus. We have HPV vaccine that is given to 10-year-old girls to 14-year-old, and it is given in 2 doses. So once a girl gets her first dose, we give it again in 6 months, we give the second dose. You can also prevent cervical cancer by getting screened. And there are several ways of getting screened from cervical cancer. 1, we can do a HPV test where we do a high vaginal swab and we check if you have the strains that can cause the cervical cancer. We can also do a VILI, a visual inspection examination, that we open the vagina using a speculum and then we look into the cervix and paint the cervix using Lugol's iodine or acetic acid. And if the cells have started transforming, they will pick the dye, and then we will be able to know where the cells have started changing, and we can treat that. We can either burn it or freeze it. But if it has gone further, we can also remove it by doing lip, removing the infected cells. That way, we will prevent the spread. Once you get the infection, a continuous infection with the HPV virus, 80% of us will be able to fight the HPV virus using our immunity. But the 20% of us who will not be able to fight the virus, 5% of those will develop cervical cancer. It takes 10 to 15 years for you to develop cervical cancer when you're continuously getting infected with HPV. And that is why once you get cervical cancer, it is very unforgiving because it has given you a very long time for you to be able to fight it. You only get screened once in 5 years. But if you're immunologically compromised, you can get screened every year. All our government facilities screen for free, and we screen from 8 to 5. You don't have a reason for not getting screened. I have said that 9 women die every day because of a cancer that is 100% preventable. Why should our women be statistics for a cancer that is 100% preventable and treatable? For a cancer that we can get screened for free. It is not painful. Some people fear that when they get screened, they're going to feel pain. It is not painful, but it is uncomfortable. And there are other ways of getting screened. So we can see if you have the HPV virus by doing a HPV test. You can get screened using VILI. You can also get screened by pap smear, where we have a cells and take to the lab for cytology. Imagine this. Once the cancer has progressed, and it has progressed and it has the cervix has started rotting. Imagine old blood inside there. Imagine rotten meat. Now, once the cancer has become advanced, it has the ability to dig anteriorly and ability to dig posteriorly. Once it digs anteriorly, it digs to your bladder. Once it digs posteriorly, it digs to your rectum. Once that happens, so urine and poop will leak into your vagina, plus the rotten meat, plus the old blood, all in one pot. Imagine the smell. Apart from the smell and the stench, there is the pain. Imagine the unbearable pain. Women should not die of a cancer that is preventable. Women should not die without dignity, closed up somewhere in a room because of the stench. Get screened. Let us end cervical cancer. Do not wait for you to become a statistics. Do not wait for your mother, for your sister, for your girlfriend, for your friend, or for your child to die without dignity or to become a statistics. Me and you, we can end cervical cancer. Let us get screened.